Why have a second passport? A question I often get asked is why I need to get a second passport when my current one is not enough. It's a very narrow view to have just a single passport. If you are an entrepreneur, you can't limit yourself to the authorities and the future of just your own country, because ultimately the passport is the tool that allows you to travel, and traveling can be useful for your business, for holidays with your family, but it can also be helpful for moving around the world in case of necessity. So, regardless of your wealth, how can you remain anchored only to your country of origin without having an alternative, a plan B or multiple plan Bs, plan B, plan C, plan D? I suggest that a client's portfolio should consist of at least 3 passports. Then there are clients who have even more, but certainly having just one is really too little. So remember that if you have a passport, you have a pass, only from your country, which at any moment may not be renewed, or you could have a problem with that country. There could also be delays in issuing or renewing passports, as has recently happened in some countries. And you, perhaps having also accumulated a certain wealth, want to remain with this one possibility and have this one card to play, tied only to your country of origin. We've seen how dynamic the world is, how quickly it changes, as exceptional events can also occur, such as the pandemic or the war in Ukraine. The future is certainly complex and uncertain, so you can't just tie yourself to your country of origin with a single passport. In the world, let's remember that there are many countries with programs to obtain second or third passports. There are various ways to do this. There is also a simple way, which is that if you happen to have relatives from other countries, you could obtain the passport of that particular country by descent. For example, some European countries have this specific application that can sometimes extend to grandparents and great-grandparents. Then it depends on the individual state, but it can be explored further. Alternatively, there are countries where prolonged residency can lead to obtaining a passport. If someone wishes to obtain a second or third passport quickly, there are various countries located in different parts of the planet that have very interesting programs with highly valid passports, where with a simple donation, or an investment in government funds, or real estate, one can access these applications and obtain the passport, depending on the country, in 3, 4, 6, 8 months or more. And they are truly everywhere. You can go from the Caribbean to South America. There are countries in Africa. And there are countries in Europe. There are countries in the Pacific. So, the world is full, and you can create a portfolio through multiple passports, so that with perhaps 2 or 3 passports, you can travel without any restrictions around the world. So, sometimes some people focus on finding the ideal passport and concentrate solely on that. However, sometimes with 2 or 3 mid-level or reasonably good passports, you actually create your own portfolio of countries you can visit, and you can practically travel around the world without even needing a visa or any kind of permit, because you have a portfolio of perhaps 2 or 3 passports that allow you to travel worldwide. So, if you are old-fashioned and want to remain anchored only to your country, carry on like that, but you might face various problems. If, on the other hand, you know we are in 2023 in a very dynamic and increasingly international world, and if you are interested in exploring these topics, contact us, because we will surely find the country that is right for you, or the country suitable for you for a passport, or multiple passports, so that you can feel free, have all the backup plans you want, and above all, have the opportunity to travel perhaps with your family. And let's not forget about business matters, because a passport from other countries could assist you in opening bank accounts, companies, and could help you with certain local businesses that are only available to residents or even citizens of that specific country. So, which side are you on? One passport or multiple passports?